Hey everybody, it's Will from Stray Bombay here. I'm here with Chet,
Hello.
also from Stray Bombay. It's update 30 time, Chet. This is update 30 week for us. It's our 30th update to the game since we launched last January.
Wow.
It's a lot of
That's a lot of
updates.
updates.
Yeah, it is a lot of updates. This one we're going to do this blog a little bit differently. End of last week we did a stream on Steam where you and Jules and Dan and I all loaded up the game and we jumped in and we played through episode 1, and then we also did Henning 373's new holdout map, which is in the workshop. Everybody can play that.
So
But
good.
but we
So good.
but we wanted to show the new weapon stuff, the new updates. We have this update 30 is a big update. There's a lot of weapon changes. It's basically the culmination of the work that started last summer, where we started doing where we rolled out different ways to do modular weapons and put them in the game. We've been collecting feedback this whole time, and we've come up with something that we think is really good. So
Yeah, so all those weapons that we kind of just randomly threw into the world and you picked up, and they were all these crazy variations, and you couldn't understand what you were picking up as you were picking it up, and all of that was all part of a master plan. It really was. And it was your feedback on those weapons. Out of that, we've kind of distilled it down to a set of weapons that we are now going to ship out. And then not only do we have those weapons, and they're super cool, and there's new weapons that you're going to be like, oh, this was a combination that didn't exist before, but we heard people talking what they wanted. But also they're going to sometimes form in clusters so that you have a group of them and everybody has something cool and new to find, or you're going to find individual ones, and you're going to find better weapons as you progress through kind of the building your power curve as you play. So just like a lot of thought was put in around the weapons in a bunch of different ways.
But the upshot is, rather than weapons that are created from randomly taking different modules and chucking them together and throwing them on the floor that then you have to find and kind of discover on your own, we have a set of like 10 or 12 total weapons that are made up of the individual pieces. We've also moved some of the weapons that were special weapons for a bit, like the Stasis SMB and the Sunshot Blaster, back down from the special weapon tier with the rocket launcher and the minigun and the arc rifle and all that stuff. And now they're in the main weapon tier again. And then we added different gradations of some of the weapons. So like there's a Stasis SMB Mark 1 that's basically the thing you've seen right now. It's a special weapon now. You have to reload it occasionally. There's a Stasis SMB Mark 2 that's that, but it does a little bit more damage. So it's like gives you, if you want to play some crowd control, you play crowd control, you pick up that gun. The big thing that I like about this most is that you're able to now see a gun on the ground and say, oh, hey, this is a good gun. I should tell my teammates about this. And like you can, there's a name for the gun and words that you can use to communicate that to your teammates.
That's a really important part. Is the old system, while it was really cool that you had this weird variation, they didn't leave you with the like, hey, I just picked up a something, and that something was a recognizable thing that you could talk about. And that meant then it was hard to share guns with your friends because you'd have to describe the whole set of trade-offs that they were making.
Yeah.
And again, that was just the experiment of like, what happens if we just throw in all of these randomly generated weapons, and it ends up, for our game, that wasn't a good fit. But the output of that is a good fit. And so, yeah.
Yeah, so let's see. There's 2 tiers for a lot of guns. We added a burst rifle. People wanted a burst rifle. We added we kind of looked at, in the modern world, like the M4 family of real world firearms as a kind of like a little bit of an inspiration. So we have like a burst rifle variant of the plasma rifle. We have an LMG variant of the plasma rifle. We have different evolution expressed through art, and so a couple of caveats. There's more art to come probably on some of these guns, because some of them we're not where we want with the final art yet. We're definitely working on sound. We want to do sound after we pretty much lock down what we feel like are the weapons going forward, because sound is time consuming and hard to do well. So we don't want to repeat that work over and over again and keep throwing out old work. But yeah, we feel like this is a pretty good set. It changes the way the game plays pretty dramatically, I think. And it works really well in both normal mode and intense mode. We just did a playtest where we played intense mode.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Like, so that was one of the most intense modes we've ever had.
Yeah.
We killed over 6,000 common, something like 35 or 40 brutes. Like it was like crazy numbers, but it was all manageable because we also had these upgraded weapons and how they dropped in for us. And that's kind of the goal of this, of we can now, before, I know a lot of people in the Discord were talking about like skill levels and making the game harder and having like these different set of challenges. And we're like, yes, we want to do that as well. But first we need to give you these tools so that you can combat them, right? It's always a trade-off. And that's how we kind of look at for all the upcoming updates as well, of like, we need to do some of these things in order. We're listening to you. We're hearing you. You know, I think we hear a lot about like pistols and making pistols more interesting. We're with you on that. Let's give you more variety. Everyone dual wielding, probably number one.
Somebody asked for a blunderbuss, I think, last week. Just a knockback gun, basically. And I was like, okay, I can see the need for a knockback gun. That sounds pretty good. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff coming. There's other stuff in update 30 as well. There's a huge UI overhaul for the homepage of the UI. We'd love to know what you think about that when you see that. We've done some public testing. We've done some private testing. We've done some observed play testing where we watch people use it. Thanks to all the people who helped with that stuff. The loadout screen changes. So now in some places this isn't complete. This will probably roll out over the next few updates. When you change a loadout item, then it's reflected in a live 3D render of your character. If you replace your character with a mod, you can see that. There's a lot of cool stuff happening on that front. And right now the home screen reflects your current primary choice for player character. So if you say, I want to play Liu all the time, then you're going to see Liu on the home screen. If you say, I want to play Lance, you'll see Lance, whatever.
Yes. And then, go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
No.
Yeah, and so this is, if you watch the video, you'll see that there's some stats stuff that comes up. That was an experiment we're trying. We're not shipping that this time internally, and we've had a few play testers test it for us. What we want to get out of that, we have to see, right? Because we purposely haven't had the like, hey, I killed this many people and you killed that many people, partially because often that generates negativity or competition inside of our game, and our game is about co-op. So that's not a place for it, but some of those stats are interesting, and you want a little bit of bragging rights or fun bragging rights back and forth. And so what does that look like and how we bring that forward? So you won't see that in this update, but that is something that we are working on.
Yeah, it's you should not expect to see a full leaderboard in our game, but you will. We do want to show you stuff like who danced the most, or who rescued somebody the most, or who used the most health kits on other players, or who saved somebody from being grabbed the most, right?
And then when we get around and we finally do versus mode, which is something, if you're not in our Discord, go to discord.gg/StrayBombay, join us there, because we actually play Left 4 Dead versus a lot as we start exploring that, and as we get ready for that, that will then start having those kind of things and those kind of stats where you do want to be able to compare and kind of really smack to your friends.
So we're gonna cut here in a sec, but cut to the gameplay so you can watch us play. Things to know about: lumpy distribution of weapons. So the weapons are a little bit more tiered. You're going to start seeing a relatively small number of weapons at the start of episodes, and you'll see more toward the end of episodes. And also the quality of those weapons will go up. You'll go from Mark 1 versions of the guns to Mark 2 and Mark 3 versions of the guns, which is a pretty exciting change, I think, for me personally. Some of the guns have moved down. So we've moved guns from the special weapon tier into the main weapons again and adjusted them accordingly. And new menu stuff. So check it out. I think that's it for me.
Yeah, and I think just that little note of that last bit that Will just said is that means that every weapon that you pick up in the world is not a stock weapon; it's something else, and that just makes exploration a little bit more interesting.
Well, and at the same time, the stock weapons are only going to spawn in the airlocks now, so you won't see them in the world anymore. They're just if you see a plasma rifle on the ground, it's going to be different than the one that you started out the game with in the airlock. So.
Yeah. So let us know. And again, let us know. This is all iteration. This is how we work. We put things into the world. You give us feedback on it. We adjust them. We have some long-term goals like, episode 4 and 5 completing and versus mode, but we also have a bunch of short-term goals and also just a lot of things that we're like, we're going to put this in here and then we're going to wait 2 updates and then we'll update based on player feedback. So thank you guys again for all the feedback.
Well, and we're shooting to have this out late this week, probably Thursday or Friday. And so keep an eye on the Discord at discord.gg/StrayBombay or follow us at on the blog at theanacrusis.com.
And also check the workshop. There's some Valentine's Day stuff in the workshop.
So
make sure to check that out.
Yep, lots of good stuff in the workshop. Always lots of good stuff in the workshop. And Play Henning's new map, it's really good. Yes. And now, cut to the video. We are back playing the Anacrusis again. And, we already lost the moment, but Dan put a model of me from past lives at Foo VR, and I don't know about this butt action here. I got a little bit of a dumpy butt. It never showed the butt in Foo for obvious reasons. But welcome, hello. We are here. Yes.
They are saying be a little louder, Will. Be a little louder.
I'm yelling as loud as I can.
You got to project yourself. Use your outdoor voice.
Just your professional
I just
streamer.
gained it up a little bit more. We're playing Update 30 here. So this is coming out next week for people who are watching the stream live. This will be the week of the 13th of February. And we've completely replaced both a lot of the weapons that are in the game. We've changed them up. And we're replacing how we're distributing them. So it's a completely different. I think it's one of the biggest changes we've made to the game since launch. Honestly, it's like the culmination of about 6 months of work starting last summer to get to this place. And we had a first pass version out a little while ago, collected feedback on it for a long time, played with it ourselves for a long time, and what we have here is the result of all of that. So we're gonna play episode 1, and it's me, Liu with a cowboy hat, Jules with some beautiful heart-shaped sunglasses that are in the workshop right now to celebrate Valentine's Day next week. And I'm Guillaume. Well, that's a bad place to do the dance. But
one note though is you still start with the weapons that you're used to out of the gate. If you love those, you're gonna get those out of the gate, and we go from there.
Those are what hasn't changed, I guess, actually, right? I got
those
fast
have
healing.
Stayed more or less the same. Also, quickly, want to shout out the person who rigged and set up the skin and do everything. Casey was able to get this all in game in like an hour and a half.
Yeah, Casey.
If you want modding tool access, it's pretty quick. It's pretty easy to get stuff in game.
It's nuts because Dan was like, "Hey, if you want to rig up my friend might be able to rig up those models if you send me the old Fusho assets." And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure. I have them on a hard drive someplace." So I grabbed them on a hard drive, sent them over, and then like 45 minutes later, you were sending me screenshots. And I was like, "Wow, really? That seems fast." And
just one note: if you do make mods, you do have to have your first mod be about Will, because that's the kind of ego we're dealing with here.
Look, you're lucky. You're lucky. If they're like I said, it's nice because I suck up all the oxygen in the room, so we don't have any fires just popping off constantly from all this heat. So
someone noted Will's extra rerolls. Yeah, we're playing the mod like this is our internal system, so this has a couple things that'll be a little bit different that you'll see than the traditional, but the gameplay itself is the same and a lot of that, but just some of the back end stuff because it's on a different back end system.
Yeah, that literally happened because I helped. There's a health scanner over here, or a boost. I helped the folks who were doing the battle pass initially test it over and over and over again so we could make sure the progression stuff worked, and we didn't have a good way to remove stuff that you earned, so I have like 4 copies of all the skins, and I have a weird account. We were overdue for a reset of the dev environment, probably. I just shot myself. I hope you're happy, Dan.
I am.
I guess that's the one rule. Will cannot play as himself.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jules. I got bad news for you.
You can never play as anyone else.
It's Will's all the way down. So who can be the Will? Who can be my? Can I play with 4 Wills, Dan?
Not yet. I would like to in the future with our mod system expanded out that you can select multiple people, just because it would be great to play as like nothing. Like a group of lances or a group of whatever.
Oh, that would be amazing.
It would be really, really great. But right now it's just hooked to lance. Ooh, there's a Mark 1 over here.
Ooh, new gun.
That's
if you wanna...
I see Will running by and I go, oh, that guy's dumpy.
I got a dumpy butt. I don't know about that. We got to work on that, but I'll have to do some side bends or sit-ups, I guess.
Bit of an artist idealization of Will, if you will.
I don't even know how to feel about that, Jules.
Jules, you're a little quiet still for me.
Alright, let me increase the volume even further.
Can we skin Barry with Will's head? Yes, you can. They're in the game. Download them in the workshop. Go at it.
It's worth mentioning that Casey also has the cartoon version of me from... I don't even know if we ever released that for anything. That was for internal demos that we did at other places.
That's not a cartoon version of you now?
This is like a 3D polygonal one. So it's like low poly I think for a while people were calling that new aesthetic before we just decided it was, janky low poly. It was a stylistic choice so that the models could be weird without being creepy. Because that was important when you were doing animation with VR and machine learning and stuff.
Dude, you still look creepy.
The lighting's really good. He lights really nicely in our lights though. That's exciting.
That spawner did not try to hide and be a pain in the ass. He came right at us.
That spawner just
The
wanted
aggressive
some.
spawner.
So this Mark 1 is one of the first weapons you'll find with the new weapon distribution schemes. And it's basically, the idea is it's a retro variant of the plasma rifle you've come to expect, but it's burst fire, and it's very accurate. So it's good at range, it has a simple red dot sight. It's a little bit of a different gun than what you're accustomed to, and the first two shots fire automatically, first two bursts fire automatically, and after that it's semi-auto. So, there's also, I don't think this one has penetration though, right? Some of the other plasma rifle variants have penetration, Dan, but this one is what feels like penetration is just a result of the burst, I think.
No, there actually is a little bit of penetration enabled on that one. It's not as much as the penetrating plasma, which will increase that.
Well,
perks still stack.
There's a plasma rifle Mk2 here now.
That's what I was just talking. I was just showing them. I just grabbed ammo off of it though. I appreciate it. So one of the other changes is if you see the same gun that's on the ground again, you can pick it up. You won't swap guns anymore. We've tweaked the way bots, or we're in the process of tweaking the way bots work with the different weapon variants. That's I think Dan, you said now they only pick up airlock guns now, right?
Yeah, as of this morning, they don't pick up ground weapons because they had a real tendency to want to steal them from players, and
not fun.
Now they're just focusing on airlock guns.
Oh, there's a brute.
And BH Gaming brings up a good point with the modding. I still can't believe that nobody has not made a cat head.
That's true. Outrageous.
I know. BH Gaming is Joe, who cut a lot of video trailers for us. Check, just so you know.
Oh, nice.
See, on my gun, I have my own cats are the gun charm. So if ever I get sick of looking at my cats. So that little thing on the top there, you can kind of ignore right now. That is something we are testing and playing around with. It is clearly not ready for prime time. While I did help 6 times, I guess.
Did you really though?
Yeah.
Did you? So Icewind Bandit, that pick and drop up loop is what we're talking about. And so now, since you will only find airlock guns in airlocks now, they don't spawn in the world. There's the bots will keep the gun that they have if they're out in the world. I think even if they run out of ammo, right, Dan?
Yeah, if they run out of ammo, they'll enter the same loop that players do, where they're looking for, ammo.
So as you start to run out of ammo on this burst rifle, you notice the pitch of the shots goes up a little bit, just to indicate, hey, you need to think about reloading. I reload obsessively all the time, so it's not really an issue for me very much.
But Icewind Bandit, you are correct that is that loop is what we're trying to solve for the bots, so that they don't get in that loop of picking up and dropping weapons.
So this is the Sunshot. You'll notice it's back in the main slot. We had it in the special weapon slot for a while. It's not that we were working on a bug because it is actually not lighting the aliens on fire. That'll be back before we release, I think. It's the plan at least. But it does basically normal, a little bit less than normal shotgun damage, I think. Is that right, Dan? And also lights stuff on fire so you can ignite specials and goo and stuff like that. It's so weird seeing the Foo avatar in here, Dan.
It's pretty great.
What an incredibly quick
Blends
job
in so well.
Yeah, it's like it's part of the art style. It's what you guys were going for when you started on this.
We were eventually going to get you in the game. Yeah, that's the whole point.
It's been the plan all along.
I grabbed healing goo.
Okay.
We're playing on normal. We probably really won't need it much. but
So don't steal the goo.
I wanted to be able to help more people. Because
So-
that's what I'm about.
So one of the things that we did with this update is we removed we used the modifiers that we put in previously to construct a lot of these new weapons in a lot of ways. But we used them to construct fixed versions of fixed meaning not dynamic versions of the weapons, so that players can communicate about them. So you'll see when we get to a weapon cache here in a minute. I'm sure we'll find one shortly.
I haven't believed
I'm good and on
Well,
fire.
I've lit all that fire. That was my bad. Sorry.
So mean.
I was gonna say Will got good, but that would be confusing.
Self-hating, self-sabotaging to a whole new level. But now players can talk about the guns, right? You can have a conversation about which gun you have, and everybody knows without having to say, "Oh, I have this attachment, this attachment, this attachment, this attachment."
There's the heavy plasma over here if you want to grab a
Oh, I would
little
like
to
that
show
heavy
that one.
plasma. Yeah, let me try that. I don't think I've actually used this one yet. So this is another plasma rifle variant. It's a slow full auto. You can shoot it. You can tap it if you want for better accuracy. And it does a little more damage. Has a little more penetration, right, Dan?
Yep. That one's kind of like a traditional kind of DMR kind of.
Yeah, it's like a weirdly full auto DMR. Is how I think I would describe it.
Nothing back there, Jules. Nothing.
Literally
Outrageous.
never welcomed anyone to Earth, Tone God.
That we know of.
He also clearly says Earth in the movie. It's very clearly says "Welcome to Earth" and then punches the alien in the face, which is like I mean, I'm impressed. If I saw an alien, if I was presented with an alien, I would not. My first thought would not be I should
Matter
punch him in
compiler
the
back
face.
here.
Matter compiler here. Matter compiler. Matter compiler.
Something good,
Matter
something
compiler
good.
here.
Nessa. Matter compiler here. Hey,
Um,
Liu.
Just
Okay,
re-rolling for a sec.
I get adrenaline when you all get knocked or grabbed, so please make bad choices.
Well, if you insist.
So one of the things that Chet's been working on constantly over the last several weeks and reliably
patience
failing
with
over and
Will.
over again
Not going well.
is getting the bots to not jump into the fire here.
There's another Mark 1 over here.
They're dropping in less every update. Still not perfect. Nessa has a real proclivity for self-immolation. She can't stop, won't stop.
It's warm.
And for the first few minutes.
Disco. Let's get ready.
In
Then it's
fairness,
nothing.
human players sometimes fall down there as well.
That's true.
On the other side.
We have not seen one gun cluster.
Eight here.
Not yet. I have faith.
You're good.
This morning we saw a bunch by now.
Well, maybe we were.
Yeah, in the longer episodes, progression is weighted based on total campaign completion rule. We'll probably see them further in, maybe around Mall or past 3/4 here.
Ooh, predictions.
Well, you know, that's kind of where they spawn.
It's almost like Dan can see the future.
I
Yeah.
can.
But well, I mean,
Uh,
it's one of the reasons we like doing streams to show the game, because like it really is like we don't cook these demos, right? It's different every time, and the results are often unpredictable. So we have to sometimes play multiple times if we add something new to the game. Like there's a couple of weapons that are low enough spawn percentages. We may not see them in this run.
oh, I hope we do.
I hope we do. They're very fun. I should put a turret down.
Oh,
How does it
nice.
brute?
Thrown against a wall. Oh my god, oh my god.
Mr. Brute. That's his name.
That's not Mr.
This
Brute.
is a
That's just
busy
a Brute.
night.
Come on,
That's Mr.
Brute.
Brute Jr.
Senor Brute.
We should
Please,
put
Mr. Brute was my father's name.
Hey, my dad told that joke. Do you know him?
It's open. Let's get to the elevator.
The cat purring when it does a murder. The cat purring when it does a murder is very cat-like.
He loves killing.
Careful here.
Who doesn't?
Cats love killing.
That is true. That is a thing we know about cats.
Natural born predators.
Oh god, I almost fell in the hole. That would've been
They
really
kill
embarrassing.
even when they have perfectly good food right next to them, just for the fun of it.
What?
That's true.
Oh no, the eggs.
Oh,
Oh, good
They're
job.
hiding around the corner. I mean, you can only blame yourself in this situation.
they're not that impressed by those dance moves.
No. The eggs don't care about the dancing. Completely nonplussed. So the router still is a special weapon pool weapon. Shows up in the third slot. That's fine. And no, I think that's one of the few that we haven't really touched. We haven't touched the router. We haven't touched the arc rifle. Haven't touched the laser. But pretty much everything got some adjustments.
We updated the minigun heavily.
Yeah, the miniguns had some big improvements. If you didn't like it, we have some. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
All right. I'm impressed. So all we need to do is take the mall elevator.
Again,
stairs.
not accurate. Just gonna play around with that. The thing is, we don't want to just have simple like count up of like how many kills you did. It should be something more interesting than that.
Well,
And so that's one of the things we've been playing with.
yeah, and that's kind of the way we do this, right? Is we iterate and we try new things, and sometimes they work and we ship them. Like this batch of the gun updates finally is, I think, in a place where we're really stoked about it.
There's a lift in the mall.
The other part is that like sometimes it takes a little more than one cycle, so it'll hold and we'll keep working on the accolades, and we'll get them in next update or the one after that even.
But even like, so we start with temp art. We just grab some stuff off of some licensed stuff, throw it in. How does that feel? What does that feel like? Ooh, what is that? How does that motivate players? How does that demotivate players? What's funny? What isn't funny? And just kind of keep growing. Every time we put something in the game, we learn something.
Yeah.
I'll admit it.
But I mean, part of the strategy when you're a small team is that we have to we do the stuff that's easier now. We do it as easy as we can first, and then we spend the time to make it really good when we have something that we know we like mechanically. Oh man, blaster amplifier is really tempting right now.
Meant to dance. Sorry, Valkyrie.
Did you shoot me, Chet? Good God, man!
He threw a grenade.
I'm
You're
playing
more
with
violent.
Chet, so fire resistance is a good choice.
Yeah, that's generally a good choice.
Will, who set everybody on fire already once this game?
Fate. Oh, hey, look what I found.
He's got you there.
Ooh, weapons. Look who was right about the future.
So, okay, so we have 4 different guns here. We have a Stasis Mark 1, we have a Heavy Plasma, we have a Prismatic, and we have an LMB. The Prismatic's more or less the same. The Stasis is now a main slot weapon. I'm going to grab this LMB. If somebody else would grab that Prismatic, that would be dope.
I'll
Then
grab the
We'll
prismatic.
swap out in a little bit so we can show everybody everything. So the LMB is the light machine gun variant of the plasma rifle. And you'll see it has a giant mag by default. It has a relatively slow rate of fire, but it's a little bit faster than the heavy. The damage is down a little bit, but it's great for managing a horde because you can just keep shooting for a really long time. The reload's a little bit slower as a result, but it's a really good option for somebody who likes to do some crowd control.
It's honestly one of my favorite weapons that we've introduced, and I love all the weapons that we've introduced, but the LMB is just really fun. It's really great.
It is super good. We played Holdout this morning for the first time since it went in, and it is super duper good. Hold on, there's a blue here.
There's a minigun here.
I found a overclock blaster MK1.
Ooh, that's exciting.
So if you notice, we'll talk like there's Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3. So inside of the class of weapons, there's different upgrades and things available.
Did
so
you pick
that
up-
you can make an easier choice of knowing which is better than the other, versus where you just stare at the ground and try to do math.
Yeah, exactly. Did you pick up the blaster, right, Chet?
Yes, I did.
Okay, let me know when you drop it, because I'll
Okay.
show that off.
It is souped up, but this one isn't that much different than the default.
The main difference on that one is it has no fire delay. So as fast as you can click, it'll be as fast as it'll shoot.
But but it also hasn't upped the ammo, and it hasn't like some of the other stuff like that makes the MK2 version of this really nice, and then makes the MK3 version of this just downright bad.
MK3 clear a whole corridor in a couple clicks.
Cooper behind us. Oh,
Well, so part of the rationale behind this update is we wanted to have more gradation in the weapons as you play through the episode, right?
thank you.
And also
And
just the
not
ability to be
doing
able to
too
talk
well.
about the weapons cleanly with each other and understand kind of the choices you're making.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a really good moment this morning in the playtest for Holdout where we were just negotiating, trading weapons, and having that
Open up
kind
the door
of
for you.
language to talk about them
Thanks,
is really
Chad.
good.
Yeah, that's something that wouldn't have been possible before, and it's one of the things we didn't actually like about the modular weapon system, the first pass system. But it did, what that system did tell us is we like having a lot more weapons in the game. It turns out more guns is fun.
There are different versions of the stasis. There are not different versions of the router. The router is still a special weapon. But the stasis gun does have different versions of it available.
One of the things that remains to be done is I think that all the perks work with all the new variants of the gun, but we'll ask for help from you all to help us find those if we miss some.
I was going through those by hand, making sure that happened. I think I got them all.
I'm gonna get Blaster Amplifier.
So if
for
you
the
didn't, if
hopeful
you find
future.
one that we missed, it's Chet's fault. You heard it here first.
Yeah. No, that is true.
Yeah,
So one of the things is people noticed that some of the weapons and some of the perks were kind of broken in combinations. We wanted to unbreak that because the perk system is really important to us, and so we wanted to kind of maintain that. A lot of our discussion would be interested in what you guys think of once you get your hands on them is what should live in a perk and what should live in a weapon upgrade.
Heading up, right?
We had some disagreements.
One of the things I don't like, I think I don't like about perks is that it feels like sometimes they wall off. Oh, there's a redacted here. Oh, I'm in a terrible
no.
spot. This is bad.
Fine.
You got it.
I'm good.
Afraid I was going
I was just sitting back, not helping out at all. I see that.
LMB
Good. You know what it
really
means
good
to be-
for ungooing and ungrabbing people unless you're almost out of ammo.
Dan, maybe you've never been good.
This
Maybe
is
you never-
live. Don't play.
What were you gonna say about what some of the perks you don't like? Will?
Oh, some of the perks feel like they wall off your choices later on. So, for example, if you
And-
pick Blaster Amplifier, you probably aren't going to pick up a. I dropped an LMB here for Prismatic, by the way.
Oh, okay.
You dropped an LMB.
Well, I'm showing people.
You
I'm doing my
I
job
grabbed
here.
it.
I'm showing people the different guns.
Deploying a turret.
can't believe it.
I know. I suck. Oh, actually, there's an Overclock Blaster Mark III. The Prismatic can rot. I don't need that now.
Oh, you found one.
Wait,
Yeah,
you found a Mach 3 already?
Mark III.
Holy shit.
Nice.
You find it? Was it like hidden?
It was on the spawn right there.
Can't believe it. I walked right past it.
Yeah, you saw it and you didn't pick it up.
I was focused on healing.
Outrageous.
I was gonna say gun skins are fixed now again. So like the different parts of the guns that would be skinned are now skinned. My pink blaster skin is showing.
Hey, I don't play CS:GO, Split Scream. Yeah, this is live.
Yeah, but the bad news is anytime
that is
we
a lot of
replace,
investment you made into that name, my friend.
anytime,
Are you that you don't play CS:GO, or that you don't play at split screen? Do you not scream during the splitting? I don't know where to take that name.
my real question is: are they going to come back every time we replay this, so that
Or-
they can ask the question at the right time in the stream now? So the
Or maybe
gun,
this is pre-recorded and we're just pre-cut and we knew
Yeah,
exactly
really
when
good.
people were gonna. Well, I mean, I predicted other things in this stream. You never know.
maybe I don't play CS:GO. Split screen is actually a plant.
Yeah,
Grab. That was
Wait, like
Oh,
a
and I'm
rose
good.
bush?
yeah, like a rose bush.
exactly.
So the minigun, change the minigun is, you know how you couldn't move while you were carrying it before? Now you just slow down a little bit when you're shooting or spinning it up, and it's a much more humane experience.
Yeah, it's the future. I would imagine in space, they'd have the ability to have proper counterweights, so you're not too slow.
Made out of a lighter material, maybe.
Yeah, Space minigun.
So if the LMB is your slow M60-ish plasma rifle light machine gun variant, the prismatic is the what if we just don't care about recoil version and shoots as fast as you want.
Finally keeping that stasis gun paid off.
Yeah, the stasis, Jules, you've been doing some good crowd control. I haven't even noticed the specials coming at me. So
Get out of here.
Oh yeah, we can go.
And also with the stasis SMB, if you do headshots, you see the little alien goo in slow mo sometimes, which is fun.
Down up here. Gotta be a safe room around.
It does make you use the pistols a little more often just to conserve ammo. Which
Oh,
is nice.
Split Screen wants to know if the player scans are scans of real people.
Will's kind of a real person. I don't know.
Kind of.
But yeah, the orange-haired fella is a real person, and that's a scan, and we put it in. It's really easy to put scans into the game,
Well,
and
Yeah.
do
Well,
the mod system, and so you can do that. You can go into the workshop. You can add that.
I think they were asking if the player
Characters
models
are real people.
Yeah.
Oh, Will actually looks like an old model of himself in real life.
This is
The morning
I
meetings are
worked on-
frightening.
But the characters are. Their faces are based off of real people, but they're not like they're voice actors or anything like that.
Ooh, I see a minigun.
I love a minigun. I used my whole minigun last in that finale. It was fun.
Grenade here.
I can do us up.
Ooh, Gumi.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you don't need me.
I forgot you had that.
Yeah, well, it's because he never uses it to help us, just him.
Yeah, the word "us" implies more than you, Chet.
I got
Does it have
overhealed
an S
because
in
you
it?
said, "Hey, I have healing good."
You guys have weird ideas what motivates me to help you. I'm just gonna say that.
There's some goo
Look at all
here,
this
Chad.
goo over here. Woo! I'm
just gonna stand over here next to this goo.
Yo.
No, it's fine. Don't mind me.
Are you like licking the goo up off the ground, hoping that helps?
There was a grenade there. There was a pack of 4 grenades. You could have overhealed the heck out of me. Thanks, Jules. Teamwork. See, look, we
did
work
it.
together to reduce the threat of an enemy.
Oh, I got grabbed.
Oh, Dan's
Threat of-
host.
From a
He's
long
running
distance.
ahead.
Oh, I wasn't running ahead. I was with Chet. Grab me
well,
ahead.
there's
Look
your
where
first
I am,
mistake.
Dan. Look where you are.
Chet was abandoning his teammate.
See, this
his buddy.
is the constant abuse I get at work here.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
constant
clearly the
abuse.
best
Yeah.
player, and I'm the most helpful and caring. And they're all just horrible people.
I'm healing.
I don't
Dan
need
and I are in a standalone. There we go.
to- It's like about to kill myself. I'm like, oh wait, no, Jules.
Wait, no, you go first. No, you go first.
No, you go first. Oh, no,
Yes,
no,
okay.
you go first.
Man, I look
Yes,
cool carrying
yeah.
that big machine gun. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is neat.
So when are we going to put you all in the game? That's the next question. It's a smart use
I don't
of
think any of us are as
resources.
arrogant to need ourselves in our own game.
Look, I used to interview people inside their video games. If you had answered your email ever, you could have been in one of them too. I want the persistent adrenaline one. I'm not getting. Oh, thank you.
Think of that for
When you have
2000
overheal,
okay.
having the extra the adrenaline, or not the adrenaline,
The one that keeps
temp health.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
So I'm on my way to a really good overclocked blaster Mark III build. I have.
You
the
know,
one-
well, you should switch that weapon up, not just use that.
That's true. I should.
Yeah, it's
I'm just gonna go hide
push
it
the
someplace
stream.
where
You
it's
should
nice and safe.
give it to me.
When I see something good, I'll swap. So the Mark
Yeah,
III
look,
is
a
the one that we were
sunshine.
talking about. Is one of the ones that we're talking about that's rare. You probably won't see it every day.
Well, you should probably take that first aid. You don't have one.
Oh yeah, I don't know. With this blaster, I really needed one.
Yeah.
You're busy blasting.
Just if you need me,
Started
I'm-
blasting.
But one of the things you'll also see as you get the better guns and progress through the map, the game will amp up to match you. Our finale this morning was insane.
Yeah, it was a lot.
There's a weapon here.
Oh, it's a shot. Never mind. Can we replace the aliens with the will models? That's terrifying. Oh God! Thank you.
That's on the
Come in here! Come in here!
workshop,
Come in here! Come in here!
to-dos.
Everyone in here!
I'm coming. Thank you.
Ah,
Oh
thank
yeah,
you.
that's the good stuff right there. Look, 200.
Ooh.
Heck yeah.
So purple. A lot of health kits.
Oh,
They're
hey,
really
guess
super
what?
needed.
We rolled lucky.
Doink.
Well, I might need to turn that. Wow, it turned into a prismatic. Weird.
Yeah, I wonder how that happened.
MC by me.
Ladder compile. Grace, help a fella out.
So I think now that once we, assuming people like the weapons like this, I think we'll come back and revisit. Revisiting perks is on the table for maybe not immediately, but down the line a little bit. Visiting weapons, other characters, stuff like that. Ketamon, yeah, I play on the Steam Deck. Dan, I think you play on the Steam Deck fairly regularly too, right?
Yeah, Steam Deck is like, at least for me, is like my primary test environment. Always good to have two clients.
And you know, when Will's talking about the updates, so like this update is focused on weapons, and so we did a lot of work on hey, what pairings feel good, what is a good weapon, things like the LMB, and you know, like a lot of playing around with that. But obviously, there's other stuff that come in this as well, and so every update will have a couple more things in there. Like I don't think the stats will be part of this update, but that'll be coming then in some future update.
Well,
and, you know,
the main menu changes are going to be a part of this update.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
loadout, the updated loadout stuff. There's a Mark 1 stasis SMB back there. I'm looking for Mark 2.
There's some other kind of behind the scenes stuff that gets done every time, and so it's a constant. Just trying to make the game a little better. If you guys want to come over here, I can goo you up, and then we can head out.
Yeah. Tone God.
take some
Our
goo.
Proton support is quite good. So if you have a Linux desktop, if you're one of the vocal and enthusiastic group of people who have Linux desktops that they play games on, that's a thing you can do.
All behind.
Well, chat's going.
Just went for it.
Health scanner.
The health scanner. There's a
there's
Stasis
a Mark
II
II.
over
Mark
here.
2 here, Jules.
Oh man, my favorite.
Pretty good.
So the Stasis Mark II, I'll trade you for the Overclock Blaster in a minute, Jules, if you want.
Oh no, I mean I've gotten a bunch of perks for SMB, so I now have more ammo and I track now. So
There's an overclocked one there as well.
I'll pick that up. I'm dropping the blaster.
it's so much faster.
You drop it in the middle of the field where no one could get to it.
Wait, I mean, if you were pure of heart, you could get to it.
I'm good.
Jen, you seem to be good right next to my Overclock Blaster.
I don't know how that happened.
Weird.
That
I'm
brute.
good again. We still didn't get the gooper, but I only have 352 health now, so I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Only.
So the thing that we're
I
doing,
might not. I'm doing not great.
the thing
I try to help check.
I gotta save myself. Good God! Don't let whatever you do. Don't let Dan die. The thing
Too
that
traumatized.
the thing that the thing that we're doing is actually it's kind of counterproductive. Our next level is going to be harder because of all the aliens we're killing there. Except for Chet, thankfully, he's taking a bunch of damage. So
I was out there. I thought you were still out there. We can close
standing
the
right
door.
behind you,
Yeah, I didn't
just
realize
dancing.
that. I got confused when I saw you run in, but that wasn't you, so I thought you were out there that needed help getting in.
The slow door on this one is just horrific. Look, I helped 11 people. What a gift.
We're close, right? Just go
Tone God
ahead.
pistol upgrades are also on the list for after this update. So we want to do more stuff with the pistol for sure.
So actually, question, Tone God. When you say, will there be any other upgrades to the pistol? So, like, would you like to see, like, what, dual pistols? Would you like to see, like, a heavier pistol? Would you like to see, Like, what would you want to see out of the
Like a
pistols?
Cobra pistol with a sniper scope on it.
Well, yeah,
I feel like the only response is dual pistols. Dual pistols are the best.
The burst
I'm
fire
still in a
perk
fight
on
for
the
'em.
pistol is quite nice. I have it now.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, but I want a dual fire,
Another word.
crazy fire, right? I want it all combined into one giant.
I want like a Star Trek style phaser.
I was
would
gonna
love that.
say laser, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hold up. Doing a health scan.
Dan, did you heal inside the place in the
Oh,
health?
shit. I did not.
No, so you just
I
wasted a
think
health.
it in
You're
every.
Wow,
never get another
dude.
health. I'm never gonna heal you again. You're not allowed to get healed. You're not gonna get
Wow.
the goo.
No, you're gonna.
Welcome to the
Let's be
retreat.
fair. You weren't gonna heal me to begin with.
We are
Yeah,
turning
I
this
mean, we
car
all
around,
know.
young man. We're going back home. Vacation's canceled.
Jet's saying.
Should have gone at the gas station.
Jet's saying dual pistols, maybe something stronger. Space revolver. That's an interesting idea. I hear eggs also.
Base revolver. Yeah, I like something more deliberately like powerful.
Going live.
What about dual space revolvers?
Well, if you're gonna
That
do
works.
one of
Lasers.
anything, you gotta do dual.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just jacking my health up at this point.
Here, if anyone wants to
I
talk,
have a
Oh,
turret
no,
back here.
that was a
Run back,
horrible
run back,
decision.
run back, run back, run back. Or
I'm
stay in there,
running for
Chet.
my
It's
life.
fine.
I'm good.
Well,
Got it.
Chet didn't follow instructions.
Well, because I was killing all the. Guess what I have?
Well, I had a turret. I set up a turret. I'm playing. Oh, God! There's a million of them in here.
Yep.
They're inside the shield.
It's one way to trap them.
With the gun that I picked up, taking care of eggs is a joy.
It is pretty good.
Oh yeah, wait. I was gonna goo everybody. Come back here and I'll goo everybody again. Will. We're gonna have so much health when we go.
I
in.
have 291 right now. Are you gonna get me to like 350 here? 400?
I'm at 322.
Nice.
409. Also a fine cleaning product.
Is it?
Not really.
Ah.
Trying to get advertising.
Yeah, there goes that ad money from our Steam stream.
Double Eagles and Left 4 Dead would have been good.
Oh yeah.
Hey Dan, oh, there's a health kit back here you could grab. Never mind.
Okay.
So playing a game that is different every time you play it is still just befuddling the playtest. Like we have not gotten
2 minutes.
any
Let's
rockets.
hit it.
I just
We
got a
had
rocket.
some rockets this morning.
Literally just got a rocket.
I mean, you just had to say it.
But it is funny when we play this because it's like with the stream, you just never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, like this morning, our game we had a bunch of LMBs. By now, we had heavy prismatics. I feel like there was something else. There's something else we haven't seen. I guess we've seen everything. I can't remember.
You know
I
what?
got some arc rifles.
We haven't
I have your. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I have the shotgun you had, right? Or excuse me, the blaster.
blaster,
you had,
yeah,
right? Right, Will? But then
Yeah.
I just got charge extender.
Oh, nice.
So I can just go for 24 shots straight, insanely fast, clear the entire room.
That one in auto charge means you basically don't ever have to reload that gun if you're not shooting constantly. It turns out very nice. Like it's opened up a whole different kind of build for the blaster,
Okay, get ready,
which is fun. I'm excited to go back and revisit perks now with the tools that we have available to us now, which are different. I think the version of perks that we have in now was built like last spring, maybe? I can't remember the last time we updated it. So it's been almost a
Some
year.
grabbers.
Yeah, beginning of last year, I think.
Was it
Well-
before launch? I can't remember.
Yes. Not by much though.
But that's one of the things that we have to do. Those like some people are like, well, why didn't you just update perks? And we're like, well, because we need to update the weapons first because they're going to inform us of what we want out of the perks.
Yeah.
And where do things live? Should this be a weapon upgrade or a perk upgrade? Well, let's play with the weapons some. To better understand.
And yeah, and the thing we don't want to do is duplicate. Like it's a small team. We don't want to duplicate a ton of work. So we don't want to do the perks and then have to do the weapons and then let that necessitate changing a bunch of perks. And Dan,
Nice.
you just look fantastic. I just want to say that. I mean, it's really remarkable. You're...
I feel like there's some ego at play here.
No. I just, I like to think I'm one that can recognize and appreciate beauty in all its forms.
Oh, and then how have people thought about the flasher change that we made last
ammo.
Watch
update?
out, there's invisible.
We're seeing a lot of
Something.
turf out of people, and I'm not noticing any real change. It's still hard to see. It's still hard to see it in a good way.
Yeah, but also it's no longer hitting perf anywhere near as hard as it used to.
Yeah.
God, Jet,
Sorry.
that grabber just got absolutely fired into space when you were shooting it from down below. That was really good.
The knockback on the blaster is great.
I'm killing some things with this thing. I'm just saying.
It is. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say, when you pick up either of the overclock blasters, the Mark III is ridiculous, but even the Mark I is really good. It's the.
We may have to tone this one down.
Look, let's not make any promises we can't keep.
Yeah.
When
Maybe a Mark IV.
yeah.
Oh, watch out.
But
That's the
when
grabber.
people realize that you can shoot it as fast as you can click, it's incredibly satisfying.
That's a good call out about the pistol in the finales when it gets really overwhelming. That often you can't clear space, and that's really what you want to do. That's an interesting.
Yeah, like I would. That's a really interesting. Like having a knockback, a pistol that just does big knockback in a specific, like almost like a utility thing, right? Is a cool idea.
Like very long reload times, maybe.
Yeah, like I think Jet said Jet or Tone Doctor to me a minute ago said a blunderbuss, and that's an interesting.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, like hey, I can make oh, I'm good. I can make a hole for my teammate to get somebody up or something. That's a powerful tool for people working together, which is what we like.
Well, when you say you're good, I don't know which one of you.
You're talking real
It's
me,
hard
not
to
fake me.
figure out.
No, the important one.
Exactly.
What is the
take
what
that.
is
Make your own
what is the
decisions.
military thing they do with that? It's
Oscar
you are
Bravo?
will actual.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Jules,
What is the other one?
Because you could be talking to somebody from Bravo.
Jet, I'm
team,
helping.
And if you're the commander, you need to,
What if there's two wills in one team? Or in one squad?
There's only one true will on any team.
kill each other.
I've been in a lot of instances where I have not been the only Dan, and I've always referred to myself as Dan Prime.
We had
no one corrected you.
We had
No one
multiple
corrected me.
wills at a magazine I worked at once, and we gave him the opportunity to apply an appellation to his name to make it simple for everyone to keep up with. And he chose E-Will because it was in the early 2000s and he was electronic. Also, I think he used his first name. He was Elliot or something. I can't remember. I hear a brute someplace coming up the street.
Yeah, I'm dealing with it.
This is a lot of common.
Somewhere with the same name as I do, but I'm hoping one day.
One day, Jules.
One day.
Aw.
Yeah, the amount of common has been pretty high. Oh, they're,
Maybe that I'm killing quite a few of them, and they're mad.
Yeah.
the director's very angry with us.
It's only 87% left, so they are very angry.
Oh, I got gooed.
I'm on my way.
He popped up
Far.
and just gooed me as he landed.
This corner is really bad lately. Jules,
This is a
Can't
dangerous
see
corner.
saved me this morning from there.
Well, he popped up out of the stairs kind of thing, and just
He was just saying hi.
Yeah, well, no, I don't want that. I want my gun. Oh no! I lost my gun. Oh no, I switched it rather. Never mind.
Oh, well.
Oh. Hey, nice job, me. God! Look at that
Someone
face.
take that screenshot.
Heck yeah! This is so good.
That should
Oh
be your
my God,
wallpaper,
no.
Will.
Yeah. There's my new social
so
media
good.
banners.
And
We have
again,
a
we are not shipping this. This is just a kind of us looking to see what data we wanted to be able to look to see what data we could collect and talk about. I don't think it's really that interesting comparing head to head of like kills and stuff like that. It becomes way more interesting of like what can you pull out and talk to people about.
Consistently
Yeah, like
second place
the dance
performer Chet says.
I mean, who is the real winner?
Oh,
It's mainly the dancing.
Yeah, I
Ice
think
Cream Bandit asks, so any plans to make the rocket any faster than it is? By the way, oh no, I would like to make it slower. That is kind of the game of the rocket. It is purposely super slow so that it can just hover over an area and take out huge swaths. We may make a different rocket. We were talking about like a homing rocket and some other things. So you could have that kind of experience you want, but for that one.
But also,
that's the full purpose there.
like if you're having trouble hitting stuff because the rocket's too slow, the counter to that is get a friend with a stasis SMB and let the stasis SMB player lock your target down, and then it makes it real easy to hit them. Should we? I think let's wrap this one up for right now. If we have a minute, we could do a holdout real quick or something. Sure. Want to hang out.
Jet points out the dance counter though. Yeah, that was the very first counter I put in, Jet.
Yeah, that's the most important stat that we can really track.
I was playing with the system of how to capture that, and Dan was nicely setting that up, and I was doing the display, and that was the very first one I hooked up because I care.
Today we're playing a community-made holdout map this is a Henning 373 join, I think, right, Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Ocean Lab, which is new. It's in the workshop, and I haven't played this yet. I'm excited to play it. Chet talked about it a couple weeks ago when he released it. But we
I just love this gantry he made. I just love this.
Rad.
I love this. I want to steal this. I love this gantry. I like our gantry as well, but this gantry is awesome as well. And this whole room is just...
This is crazy good.
I want to go in this red thing, but I'm afraid am I gonna die? Oh wait.
You can't go in there. That powers the thing below you. Do not jump in the thing below you that is taunting you to jump into
in the water.
I want to jump in the pit.
I want to jump in that water.
I have to.
Dan, is this going to have the new weapons and stuff in it because they're just normal drop pools?
Yeah, if he's using just the normal holdout loot boxes, yeah, it should be updated for all the weapons. But if anybody made their own loot tables, they will have to be updated to reflect
the new stuff.
I jumped in this water and oh, Jules!
I did it.
No, Jules, but
it threw me back.
Yeah, but
it did damage me.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, this is worth it.
Ow!
Oh, I went down.
Wow, that was a lot of damage.
That was
that's why we like
honestly worth it.
That's fantastic.
That was a fun ride.
So this is what it's like to work at Stray Bombay. I tell everybody, oh, hey, if you go in there, it's going to really damage you. Watch out. And then everybody...
In fairness, I was already in the water by then.
Jumps.
Also, it's so rare that I see a map I don't know. I have to explore everything.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
For science, Chet.
The first time we played, I jumped in, and I learned my lesson.
I mean, that might be why there's this watch your step here.
I was trying
maybe,
to
but
save
who
my
cares?
pain.
Do we hit the button? Should we start it?
We did not. We should.
Okay.
Let's do this.
I like it, though. An extra challenge. Do not fall in that hole.
Watch the middle, though. Watch the hole. Watch the hole. No, watch the hole. Seriously, watch the hole.
Stuff come out of the hole?
I appreciate that this is also non-OSHA
They run out of the
compliant.
hole?
No, I guess not in the first round, maybe. The second round, stuff flies out of the hole.
Oh no, that's bad. We should not be by the hole then. We should be further back.
That's
So they've been running further.
amazing.
I'm going up the people tube. Whee! God, this is gorgeous.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get you on
Alright,
There you go.
reload. Sorry, Chad.
This is like fighting in the new JFK terminal.
Oh, Chad, there's a the TSA one, the TWA one, the old TWA one.
Yeah.
Boots down.
There's a Stasis Mk2 back here. I found.
Oh, it's up here.
Ooh. Oh, it's on the upper floor?
Yeah, upper floor.
Let me see it.
Yeah, so some of this is a little bit of a navigation puzzle sometimes. The thing is, you can jump between these staircases often as a way to navigate up.
Wait, does this launch you across the map? This one here?
Yes.
So it
Our
does.
launch
Cow,
pad.
that's
Goes well.
amazing. No damage even.
Oh, that is awesome.
Oh, there he goes again.
There he is.
The music is good too. Oh, this is our music. Isn't it? No. I have it turned way down so I can hardly hear it.
Oh yeah, it is ours.
Yeah, this is the holdout
Yeah,
music.
this is just the holdout music. Never mind.
There's a,
I mean, it is
still
good
cool.
music.
Nice job,
Have you-
us.
if you figure it out, there's a way to jump down easier between all of the different paths.
I just crouch jumped over the edges and was fine.
And yet I got here faster.
Oh well. I'm still more attractive.
I don't know about that.
Chat does have a giant demon head. I mean, some circles.
I mean, that is demons are cool. I'm gonna switch to a LMB, I believe.
The
Oh man, you
LMB.
got lucky already.
I am
Can't believe it.
extremely lucky. I'm going
You
back
want to trade
upstairs.
for a
'cause-
Mark II stasis? I mean,
So wait, we watched the
I can make
center
that
again.
happen.
Okay.
Watch the center again, because eventually I was seeing them spawning right out of the center, and it was just phenomenal.
Yeah, I guess they're spawning down and getting
Oh my
thrown
god,
up.
they're just
which is a good
jumping.
idea. Yeah.
God, I want criticality
Very
in
good
this
map.
LMB where the headshot causes the to explode.
That can indeed be in your future.
Oh, I pooped. Very
Oh, I
far.
can't see Jules. There we go.
That's right. Thank you.
Where's is the thing up? I don't see it yet.
No,
Nice.
the UI comes into the middle of the screen.
Oh yeah, I just see them coming out of the tube
Wow,
and
that's
getting
amazing.
thrown upwards.
That's amazing.
They're just getting yeeted out. Very good. I feel like Henning understands our game at a high level in a way that I'm not.
It is art.
Yeah.
Okay,
Jules, you're kind of getting oh, where?
I'm getting that eventually.
Oh, it's right by me. I can stand. Can I stand underneath it? Oh man, that's awesome.
counting you. So yeah.
Oh, can you?
Oh, I'm
I think
good.
it's a
This is
sphere.
Just counting
this is
them.
the downside of my plan. Thank you, Chad.
Here I'll go.
There you go.
Oh, I'm coming to get you.
Already got it.
Oh, thank you, Dan. Sorry.
Wait, are we actually getting counted or not? I can't tell now. There's three of us.
There's
getting
three of us
counted.
here. Yeah, Jules wasn't participating.
No.
Ow.
Moving too slow for this map. Need to
Yeah,
heal.
gotta heal.
Takes a while to get down how to traverse around it. Once you do, then it becomes
I had to get Casey to give me some dump truck butt help here. It's not good.
Wait, you want a bigger butt?
I got the diaper butt
guess.
now. I don't want. My butt needs to be firmer and higher and more rounded.
You know what Benjamin wants? Instead of big head mode, he wants big butt mode.
Look,
Well, there you go.
I support Benjamin in all of his efforts. You know that.
His fish head is pretty good.
The fish is pretty disconcerting.
Oh yeah, why didn't I wear the fish head today? Oh,
So underdressed.
I'm going back
so when we were
upstairs.
playing the other day, we saw a brute come out of the hole.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
there they
they're
go.
coming.
Amazing. I love that.
This is so good.
Yeah, they're just thrown in like candy.
Well, it's like when we they were like Cooper out of the hole.
Yeah.
That's
That was-
freaking amazing.
That was great.
Well, I was gonna say it's like when we first when they started jumping off the edges in the mall, and we were like,
yeah.
does this make the game better or not so much? We couldn't there was a real conversation about what kind of game we wanted to have, and like the absurdity of dozens of aliens jumping off of over the rails, like was too funny to not make part of the game. Right?
Not to mention the times when the brute will try to jump at you in the mall and then fall down. to his
Yeah,
death.
it's perfect.
Or,
Or he does
you
that giant
completely
leap
off.
across and just
Yeah, and then, yep, you can never tell.
I'm down.
I've got
I'm
the
down. I'm
good.
good. I am.
I think I've got you on good. I'm covering. I gotta reload though, Dan.
Come up.
The second railing. Oh, where's the thing?
Flashers.
Oh, it's down below in the back. It's by me. Seems like it's under the ground.
No,
I don't
we
think I'm
got him.
counted here.
Hey, watch out
Oh, it's down here. Oh, this is a good claustrophobic space.
Yeah, just the pillars. I'm a big
These
fan of
pillars
round
are
pillars.
awesome.
Wow.
So it's worth mentioning that this update 30, includes the mechanics changes, but the art changes and some of the art changes, but not like the sound changes for the guns. We have more sound changes in the works, but we wanted to get update 30 out.
It probably won't.
Probably won't. Yeah, I'm under promising and over delivering. Chat. Somebody want an LMB? I got another one in my.
I would take one in this heartbeat.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, I have an overclocked blaster MK1. If anybody would want that,
Ding.
I would trade that for an LMB.
Yeah, I'll take a Black Blaster Mark 1. Here, hand it to me.
All right. Trading.
I have a mini gun. So again,
Economics.
like
Yeah.
we talked about that in the episode when we played episode 1 a while ago, but that's the thing we couldn't have done with the old system because it was too there was too many variables for us to be able to really effectively communicate about it, and you know, by having a fixed number of weapons that are well defined, we can have that conversation. Dan and I can have that conversation and make a deal, and everybody ends up happy, which is we think a really good change. This is exceptional.
Yeah, the aliens flying out of the center is absolutely phenomenal.
Aliens doing dumb things is always a plus.
Dan,
Really good
I
use
just
of art.
see you flying across space, and
I mean, what else am I going to do while I'm reloading? This thing takes a while.
Yeah.
Go for a little-
If I
I've
jump
done
from
that
here,
too.
will I land and then land in the water? Will I be okay?
I don't know what happens with our game in
There's-
water.
There's only
There's a
one
few-
way to
Yeah,
find out, Chad.
Yeah.
Do it for
Do that
science.
For science. For playtesting.
I'm down
and
here
exam.
where I nope.
Oh, no,
Well, what did we
I was
learn?
pretty sure it wasn't gonna work out, but
Well, I mean, you gotta know for sure.
I think you should test it again, see if the deep water is better, Chet.
Oh no!
Yeah, you gotta make
water. We
sure.
do not
Oh,
have
we
any
gotta-
air control that allowed that.
Oh no, Jules is down.
Jules.
Quick, whatever we
Yeah,
can
it's
do,
my
save
fault.
Jules.
Oh no, I'm reloading.
Oh man, we
This might
need
be
air
the end of
control
me.
on an unrelated note. I never thought we needed air control. Jules, you're
For
100
no
Guys, I
reason-
live
no reason at
next
all.
to the mall too. I created it and now it's killed me.
Where does the mall tube go?
This one? I don't know. That's what I wanted to find out.
Oh, it's closed.
Oh, I guess when we end it.
Oh, this is the
Probably
spawn.
now. Yeah.
I really hope that Mr. Brute drops out of that.
Guys, you guys,
Ah, that
wait.
would
You guys
be
go
great.
across the other way. That tube will deliver you to where we need to go. You will literally fly right
Yeah, no,
over.
we know. We're dealing with issues here.
There's a lot
Oh,
happening.
thank you for that, Stasis. That was incredible. I was about to get bopped so hard.
Will make
Ah,
the
there's a
jump.
spawner
I'm
out
working
there,
on
it.
so- I did it.
Okay,
I just got a
you
really
can
good
fly through
screenshot
the
of
air
that.
with that gun in hand, dressed as you.
Yeah.
Like a
I
true hero.
I spammed screenshot. There has to be
Yeah.
a good shot out of that.
One of our rules is if the phrase comes out that is so stupid that is an acceptable reason to ship something.
Yeah. It's worked so far.
This is exceptionally stupid, and I love it.
I'm dropping a booster here just because that was my option. I should have re-rolled that, I guess. Can you wait? Can we re-roll? We can't re-roll the weapon matter compilers.
You can. You can re-roll any of them. Oh, I got an overclocked blaster MK3.
Ooh. Oh, did you drop that LMG?
Yeah, I did.
You should underuse that right now, because otherwise you are going to be the death of us.
Well, I'm more concerned about my own safety.
Yeah, we're not forward, future thinking folks.
I'm looking about the right here and now.
We need an I'm with stupid hat that's just a piece of paper taped on the back of somebody's head,
Oh!
pointing down.
Oh, they're all flying out.
Oh, I should have healed.
Oh gosh, where's that brute? Oh, there he is.
I hear him.
Oh, thank you for locking him down, Jules. Oh, I'm good.
Oh
That's
no,
gonna,
the
that's gonna hurt.
gooper.
Oh, this is bad. I should have thrown a grenade. You know, if I die in the video game here, I'm gonna die in real life. So no pressure, though.
Oh,
Don't
that
worry,
is
Will, I got
true.
it.
Your ego would be the cause of your death.
Cover me. There's a brute.
I'm
Oh,
down.
no.
What was
Oh,
about
Jet,
that
that's
about
fine.
ego and death?
How you doing, Jules?
That brute's still
I
alive.
died the working man's death. Dan, I was providing cover for you guys from
Throwing
here.
down the horns. Here, if you go.
Oh, I downed. You got me in the end.
Black and white.
You should heal.
Gotta heal.
I don't have a health kit.
Oh,
Maybe. I am also
Oh,
in black and white.
it's the one up here. That's bad. You all should not die again. That's
I
my
did this
advice.
dumb thing where I jumped off the side of the building.
Right.
Water.
Now I wonder who we can blame for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
peer
It's almost
pressure
like
did do it.
you
That
reap
ended up
you
not being a
sowed.
good move in retrospect.
Brute!
It seemed fun at the time.
No,
There's
gosh,
Root
I'm
coming.
moving so slow.
I'm really slow, and I'm not actually that.
This is the last one, though.
Wait, is
Gotta
this
make
the Mr. Brew one, or is this the? Oh, this is the
So. No,
last
last one before, yeah. I do hope he comes out of
Oh,
that pipe.
Ghosty McGhosterson. Okay, that's good.
Ghosty McGhost.
That was the alternate name. Nobody liked that one, but me.
Will doesn't need the I'm with stupid shirt. He just needs the I'm stupid shirt.
Wow, there's a
Whoa.
health boost here
There's no
for
Yeah, I was
Jules
about to say.
only.
That is some HR.
Yeah. Okay.
I have another
That's
health.
another health
booster.
I'm taking the deflector screen. I think that helps Mr. Brooks. I think it lets you take a hit. But I'm gonna grab the LMB for this because I think that's better against Mr. Brute than the prismatic. And I'm going upstairs because I don't want to be anywhere near the ground for this.
No, he's also going to come flying out of the hole, so make sure to look towards the
Oh,
hole.
is he?
Phrasing, Jet. Phrasing.
I don't know what you're talking about, Will.
Jet, I'm so glad you're excited. I think that's fucking awesome. Oh my god, that's so good.
You almost made that
Bob.
lump. If you would have made the jump all the way up, that would have been bad for us, I think.
Yeah, no, you guys would have
It
been really
is
toast.
on us a little bit of shoot time.
I feel like the maze works in our favor when dealing with Mr. Brute.
He's not the smartest of brutes.
We need to
He's getting there, though.
There's nothing else spawning right now.
Well, yeah.
there's usually nothing for the first like 20% or something. Haha.
I did miss him as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, now they were doing the UI stuff. I should make a Mr.
Jules,
Brute
no.
themed gun.
Oh,
Jules
yeah.
is dead.
Yeah, that's alright.
Blue and yellow. Oh no, Jules.
Yeah, with like the you know, like either the sharp like blue bits in it, like blue lights.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's a lionfish. What if we gave Mr. Brute a gun? Did you just go
He's
down the
already
pipe?
powerful enough.
He's
went down the
trying, poor
tube.
thing, but he's too.
No, he's
big.
going after me.
Run, Dan.
Dan, turn. Since it's not fixed, I'm exploiting it.
I mean, might as well. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Where's a charger?
It's all the way to the bottom. Chet's dead.
I fought to the very end, and then he popped out of the stasis
Look, I got
and
this.
just whacked me.
It's
I'm
on you
gonna
now.
reload again. Oh no.
Yeah, just will.
I only have 39 bullets left. That's bad. I'm gonna go get ammo. This map is fabulous. think did an
Yeah.
incredible job with it.
He's coming for you, Will. Run.
Oh Lord, he's coming.
No. Oh, but he's so close. You can do it.
I don't think he fits. Oh, he does fit in there. Damn.
So close, but you guys are so close. You got it. You got it.
Keep
Got it.
strafing.
There we
Oh, nice.
Nice job,
That's
Dan.
a great screenshot. Victory, and it's just Will dancing.
You gotta dance when the slow-mo starts.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm doing.
Gotta
We might
dance.
Slow-mo
ramp the
dancing.
slow-mo a little bit.
Gotta dance.
Oh yeah, that's fabulous. So
Very good, Matt.
Sticky said, "I'm with stupid, and if you attach that to the brute, it gives you 10% dead." Yeah,
Oh.
I
hey, I found a bug
Oh.
on a related note. In the,
sneaking
in the
up to it and doing
accolades.
things would be hilarious.
So yeah, this will be out next week. This is going to be update 30. It includes some new UI stuff, new guns, bunch of other small things, new way to distribute the guns, those gun caches. We only saw a couple of them in this game, but in the previous games today. But there's it's basically the new way we're doling out guns, and it helps prevent people from running ahead and getting all the good stuff. And we have a wide variety of reimagined versions of the existing guns, entirely new guns, burst rifles, LMG type guns, all sorts of stuff like that. I definitely hope people will check it out. And it'll be out next week sometime.
And also, just thank you everybody for, as it should be evident in this update, like a lot of these ideas are stuff that's come from the community and from feedback about the weapons, how they interact, what people like to see in them, what weapons they like, and everything like that. And so that just really, really helps us. So feel free, please, when this comes out, let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know what you like, what you don't like. Especially the feedback on the modular weapons went into making this work and make sense. And like we said when we launched those, we know that this isn't the ideal way to distribute these guns. We're gonna try some different stuff, and we're gonna get to a point that we're stoked about it, and then release an update for everybody. So yeah. That'll do it for us today. But thank you all for watching, and thanks for watching the stream. See you all soon. Bye,
See you, everybody. Thanks. Bye.
See ya.